What is up, guys? Welcome back to Cobra Kai Nation. I have Khalil Everage and Aedin Mincks who play Mitch and Chris from Cobra Kai. Khalil, welcome to the channel. It's your first time, and
what's happening?
Welcome back, Aedin, for the third time. It's great to have you guys. So, guys, this season, excuse my language, it was fucking insane. Like, from like the start to finish, it was pretty hectic. And you know, like you guys. You know, you filmed 2 seasons in 1 year, and it was a lot, you know. Like you guys have been around from season 2, so it's been a long time now. Like you guys have both entered the show together, and like you both grown a lot as well. So like, just tell me, how's it, just to start off, like how's it been this journey from like both entering the show in that season to season 5 with Cobra Kai?
It's been great, you know. I kind of grew up with these people, you know. I feel like, you know, those lasting teenage years, some of the most important years of your life. So
yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
it's really weird. Like
years with those people.
Yeah, it's really weird because like we'll send each other like pictures from like last season or even the season before, and like we'll just see how much younger we look. Where it's like it's so weird. Like it feels so recent, but it's like we did grow up with each other. Like it's kind of weird thinking that. It's like
yeah, like even though it's like a lot of time hasn't passed, but then it has. So like when you look back, you're like, shit, I look like that. Like you just it must.
Yeah, like 5 seasons is about 5 years. It's like it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like thinking like that long.
It must be like a blur. Like every time you're on set, and then like, yeah, we'll see you guys next time, and then like it's just you're like, wow, it's gone that quick.
Yeah,
what do you guys say is like
mushed together sometimes. Sometimes I'll confuse seasons together and accidentally like leak stuff that's like meant from the season before, and it's like, oh yeah, so like that's like I think I remember like it was on your show that I actually like showed like, oh, here I'm wearing a Cobra Kai shirt. It's like, but aren't you still with Miyagi?
Do you know, I didn't
like,
actually realize that. Like I didn't actually look. Like I think Nikki was saying like, oh, Aedin was talking about the Cobra Kai thing. It didn't even come across my mind. Like I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. So I'm kind of glad I didn't realize that, because then I would have been like, oh, he's a traitor.
Yeah. Or just like, you know, just borrowed some of the merch. I don't know. Like
I'm just borrowed it. Oh my god, I should have seen that.
Borrowing the merch.
That yeah. So like, you guys have you know you entered the show together. So like, how's it been like just knowing each other, and like what was it like when you first met each other?
Well, yeah. Like, did you want to do this one or me?
Go ahead.
I mean, like we were just like we were confused at first because the script said we were supposed to be brothers.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's dope.
So yeah.
Yeah. But, I think I met. Where did I first meet you? On the bus? Like on the bus? I
don't remember if it was at school or at the bus. So I feel like we did. Yeah, we had to like ride the bus together.
Yeah.
I just remembered like the first time we hung out was like the Monopoly night with like Jacob and Cholo. Like they talked to us both and we're like, hey, do you guys like Monopoly? And we're like, yeah. So they invited us over and we just had like pizza and stayed up to like 5 a.m. playing Monopoly.
Fact. And also like I don't know if this was the same for you, Aedin, but I didn't know if like I was only supposed to be in like 2 episodes. I thought, you know, I thought I was only supposed to be in the first like 2 episodes, and then that was it. You know, I didn't know that, you know, I was gonna be on the show for this long, you know. So
yeah. Like I had like at first it did seem like it was just gonna be like a quick side character thing, but then like after it said that we were students, it was like, okay, well they're gonna be able to use us a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, like it's been quite fun seeing you guys like come into Cobra Kai, and then obviously one of you goes to like another dojo, and then like we see Eagle Fang, and then just everything else, and then what obviously Mitch does in season 5, the biggest snake.
But, you get snaked by your homie.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out like when exactly did you sort of like, betray?
Yeah, like when was the turning point?
Yeah, because like because obviously the timeline's so messed up with Cobra Kai. Everything is like sort of so condensed into like a year or two. So like I'm just kind of trying to pinpoint when exactly Mitch.
I feel like it
these
might have
guys.
been it might have been at the pizza scene where I got called penis breath the last time, or it was the even just like what the one part where I'm spitting out the brownie because like I got bribed by their merch and stuff, and like yeah. Like I don't know. I think that's like when I signed up, or like I don't know. Like,
you know what? When Bert was talking that smack, I was like, "Yo, is Mitch gonna like go over and like slap him?" Or like, I was like, "Yo," it was like calling you out. But before we get into season 5, I have to talk about that video, Khalil. I think you know the one from season 4 at the All Valley. Like everyone was laughing at it. I think Peyton was the one that filmed it. Like you gotta tell me about what was going through your mind when that happened, because that shit was hilarious, dude. I
always got my shirt on. It was just a moment that they caught on camera, but that happens very often.
Do you know what I find funny though?
And I show my belly a lot, so that was just the time they caught it.
But the thing is, like, we see that, right? But we don't see you in episode 4 when like everyone's like going to the pool and everything. Is there a reason why you weren't in that scene?
No, I don't know. I just ain't get called for it.
Yeah, I don't think he was in town for it, because like there were a lot of scenes that like I just wasn't in because I wasn't in town. So I guess.
Oh, fair enough. So you were both like supposed to be like, did you have like a scene planned for episode 4 at the water park?
No, I think they were sort of trying to do the Miyagi Do's. I mean, no, the Eagle Fangs. So like me, Devin, and Bert.
Was
like,
Nate in that?
Huh?
Yeah, I don't think Nate was in that.
Was Nate at the pool scene?
I think Nate and Bert, I think they were.
Yeah. I don't know. It felt like a lot of people were missing that day.
Bro.
It's like I was a bit surprised at the end of episode 6 when, like Sam saying, to Daniel, like, all of us are here. And like there was no Bert, Nate, and then obviously you guys. So I'm guessing it was like an out of town thing again.
Probably, yeah.
Because I was like, yo, there's like a few people missing here. I was like, yeah.
Which scene? What scene you talking about?
The end of episode 6.
What happened at the end of this episode? Oh, when they was just at the dojo?
Yeah, when like all the students are lined up. Daniel and Chozen and Amanda were waiting for Daniel when Sam like brings him out with Robbie. Yeah. I was just expecting to see everyone else there, but like, what would you say is your like favorite moments in season 5? Because like I was saying, it was crazy season.
I think the egg scene was a lot of fun. There was like that like ending shot where like it shows that he falls on me and I sit on the egg, and there's like egg smeared all over me, like because the material of the clothing, the egg sort of just like ran right off of it, so like they had to like get multiple eggs, and just like I had to like lay down in front of the camera, and they were just like smearing like egg all over my ass, and then it was just so weird. It was like a different type of movie, but
that's
whatever.
Why you like that scene so much.
Yeah, no, it was just no. I mean, it was a fun scene. It was an interesting memory.
Yeah, because like I was actually gonna ask, like, how many eggs did you get through for that scene? Because like you were saying like they were smearing it on you and stuff, but yeah, like that was funny when Chozen like knocks Chris out the tree. Obviously, you don't like. I don't assume like you actually like Khalil actually lands on you, because they don't show that. Because like there'd be some, I don't know, one of you could get like injured or something.
Yeah, exactly. But, I think they just had like a stunt fall.
Yeah, I had a stunt
on a pad. Yeah.
He just fell. And then I kind of like did like it was you remember I did like on you.
Yeah.
Yo. Yeah, like that whole scene was funny. Like you guys got to work with Yuji as well. What was that like? Because the dude like Chozen, like such a badass, but he was so funny as well. Like what was it like working with him?
Yeah, he's a really cool guy. Yeah, he's really nice too. Yeah.
So if with like the senseis you have in like Miyagi Fang, right? So you got Daniel, Johnny, and Chozen. Like, if you had to like pick one of them as your sensei and only one, who would you go with?
I'd say Chozen. I liked how sort of extreme he was. You know, like out of his methods, his methods and his the techniques he knew. Like I wanted to learn what he knew.
Yeah, he's freaking badass. Like, what do you think, Khalil?
Probably Daniel. I can't lie.
Daniel. Oh, you're loyal. You're loyal to Daniel. All right.
Well, that's my day one. So,
fair enough. But like, yeah, because you guys were in Cobra Kai and then Eagle Fang and Miyagi Do. If you guys were like actually, I think I asked Aedin this last time, but I'll ask you as well, Khalil. So if these dojos were real, and you were going to take up karate, like from first glance, which dojo are you going to go to?
Honestly, whichever one my friends go to, whichever one my friends go to. But if I was to have to choose, probably Miyagi Fang, just because like they do kind of just extreme. No, I mean Eagle Fang. I'm sorry, Eagle Fang. Because they do they workouts just be kind of cool. Like they workouts, especially when I promise you, I did not know this about to happen. When they had Sam break the watermelon.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just over there goofing around. I'm just thinking I'm in the background. I'm talking to Aedin. I'm stuck, and then all I see is, whoa! Okay. The watermelon just burst over. No.
Oh wow.
Oh, bro, just the extreme training that they be doing.
What a waste of watermelon, though, eh?
You say what?
What a waste of watermelon.
Literally, what a waste of watermelon.
That would have been so good. Nah, but that was funny, like the way they did that.
Facts. I didn't know that it was about to happen. So
oh, that's even better, like being on set and just seeing that.
Facts.
I've always wondered, right? So you guys, you've had your fight scenes, like, season 2, you guys in the school fight, we see Chris getting the upper hand in the end against Mitch. This is a tough question, but like, who do you actually think is the better fighter out of the two?
He has a lot of reach. Khalil has a lot of reach. Like I would try to screw with him, and he just does knife hand. He just
dog's like
jabbing it in your chest and like your stomach. It like just deters you away. So
I'm a basketball player. I was going to the NBA, but
Khalil's dog's like, don't mess with him.
Oh, go outside.
No, that's funny. Like, yeah, the thing is with reach, like that's always gonna be like difficult. But like that's the thing. It's like, can you imagine like Silver and Kenny fighting? Someone so short and like quick, but then someone so tall and I can get you. Like Reed Richards can like reach you to the other side of the room without any issues.
Because like that's like I will get out. Like if I do get close enough, he'll just slap me. So that's.
Have you guys ever actually like sparred for fun, like offset, like when you guys are training, just to kind of see, okay, who's better out of us two? Yeah,
there's just like anytime there's nothing going on, we're just like slap boxing, just goofing around all the time.
And he's fighting all the time.
We got to get like a proper pay-per-view fight.
There you
go.
Like Phillips Stadium.
Yeah, the whole thing, the whole shebang. Like speaking of fights, like with your characters, who would you like to fight that you haven't yet?
Oh man, I want my get back with I lose to. Is that Joe? I want my get back with Joe.
Oh yeah.
After the All Valley.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I want to throw down with Moon. No, I'm kidding. No, just no.
How's that gonna go down?
I'd say Bert. No, yeah.
Yo, that's funny. Okay, I wasn't expecting Moon.
I just want a guaranteed win. So Bert or Nate. Yeah, just one of them.
I actually would laugh to see like a Bert Nate versus Mitch and Chris fight, but I think the little guys are gonna get the short end.
Barbecue chicken. That's straight barbecue chicken. We tearing that up.
Remember, like when you were saying like you guys actually were supposed to be brothers in the story. You know how like you got binary brothers and like Miguel and Robbie like becoming stepbrothers. Like, what do you actually call the relationship with Mitch and Chris? Like, because you got those two bro relationships, but what would we call this one?
Because we were bros at first, but then we just keep like, I don't know, like separating. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like
like he left me the first time, and then I've just been a dick to him since.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's just a classic case of like, when you get older, you see how different you guys are, and just you still love each other, but it's like you like to be on that type of time, I like to be on this type of time,
Yeah,
so that's just a rivalry. You guys are like too loyal to like
they just grow apart,
Yeah,
exactly.
It is mad though. It's sort of like similar to like the Dimitri Hawk stuff. Like the dude Hawk broke his arm, but he still forgave him. It's like that. Would you guys actually like if one of you like broke each other's arms? Are you like gonna be friends after, or are you like, nah, screw you, I'm done, bro?
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, no, I feel like they just got to figure out how to write that in. But yeah,
I want to drop. No, I want to edge. I want to spear him off like a. I want to do another school fight. That was so fun. And I feel like with
just a big one.
That stuff will be done so far. I feel like they could come up with some creative stuff. Like I want to jump off a table and spear him. But
just
what do you say is out of like all the fights you guys have done like together, what would you say is the best fight scene?
I still feel like one of our coolest would have to be like the school fight or the LaRusso house fight. Like those ones were just fun and had like a lot of like
that runner is fire
choreography. Yeah,
the big runner, the big 2-minute runner.
Yeah,
fire.
I mean, the LaRusso house fight was crazy.
No,
and yeah, I remember like Khalil.
You got to use the frying pan.
Yeah, I remember speaking to John about that.
It started off with the frying pan hit. Then I got threw it to the door. Then I think Nate and Bert were, and Dimitri. That kick was terrible. They was behind the glass, and you were in the middle fighting. That shit was, bro. Whoever made that, who made that choreography?
I think that was Hero. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I remember John was telling me like they were supposed to switch with the double, but instead like they just continued with you. Then like John was just throwing you, and he did a little bit of improv with the "Let's go, bitch," and then.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. Why my stunt get like fired that day or something? Like I don't know why he got fired, but he got fired that day.
Oh really?
And literally, I was like, I had to do everything. But I was probably gonna end up doing everything, but like just doing it every time. It's crazy. I had like every time. Y'all only saw my back getting hit to that thing once, but I just hit like 20 times though. So
like,
yeah, that scene was
20 soft punches will leave a bruise. Like
no
I mean, in the show, some characters like after a few hits are like bleeding. Like in season 5, I felt like Daniel and Robbie. There was moments where they just started having a nosebleed after like one hit. And there's like some characters that aren't bleeding, like or haven't got any bruises after like the big fight, which was funny. But like, yeah, there's so many crazy fight scenes. Like season 5, like out of like all the other scenes as well, what fight scene do you think was the craziest? Because like the finale was crazy in itself with the dojo brawl, and then Chozen Silver, Johnny against the senseis, like, and obviously like all the matchups we saw in the dojo. But yeah, what fight are you thinking is the craziest?
I think the Sholo and Robbie fight, like that one went pretty hard.
On the stairwell.
Yeah, the one where they made up. Like, cause it was well done too, cause like it also like made sense, made you think about what would happen with the original, Karate Kids, where it was like if they would have just like gotten to hash things out completely, like would they have been friends, or would one of them just like been like, all right, fine, yeah, like you're better. So
yeah, that was a great moment. Like the fighting was crazy by those guys. Like they really choreographed that well. They're so balanced, I like how there's so many like duos in the show. Like you guys have like you one up each other in one fight, and then the next fight, he gets him and whatever. Like Chris and Mitch have, and then now you're kind of like in this situation where like maybe it's just they're both more balanced. It's just that they've kind of won against each other the same amount of times and lost against each other. But like, yeah, the fighting this season was crazy. Like, I think the Johnny and the Senseis, like, holy shit, dude! Can you imagine actually fighting that many people?
Oh yeah, like the whole Sensei battle, like at the end.
Well, one of them is a heavy
that one was
champion.
insane. The sword fight, like too, and like the whole slash like across his back. Like that one and the Sholo Miyagi, the Sholo Robbie Tanner fight were both like probably like the crazy ones. Like all the
like
Cobra Kai senseis and all the senseis just going at it.
Right.
The Chozen Silver fight. Oh my god, that was unreal.
Like, I'm worried about that because they didn't say anything else about that, did they? Like, did Chozen die there, or like is he coming back?
I mean, he's alive. Like after the fight,
okay,
he like gets out the limousine. Because when I first saw that, I was like, yo. Don't tell me they actually killed him, because
like face down in a puddle. I'm like,
I was like, yo,
okay.
No, I ain't gonna lie, this here was kind of graphic. That fight that that fight,
the blood on the sword and everything.
That Daniel and that Daniel and Yuji had in no, not Terry Silver.
Yeah.
In the crib in the house.
I think are you talking about?
It was
Stingray.
Like, I think it was in Stingray's house.
Oh, dude, that was crazy.
That was bonkers. Oh my, that was, and it was graphic. And I thought my boy Daniel was finna.
If you guys were Daniel in that situation where, like Silver doesn't obviously want him to leave. He says like actions have consequences. If he's not moving, are you gonna just like, because he starts saying about Daniel, like his kids, and then Daniel just goes for him. Are you trying to run out that house, or are you actually like, screw it, I'm gonna have to fight Silver? Like, what would you do in that situation?
If I thought I could take him, I would take him. But if not, I would just run. I'd just be like, all right, another time.
Like that dude is. I mean, obviously Thomas is a beast, like with his martial arts, but like fighting Terry Silver, that guy is crazy. Like, he would have probably killed Daniel if it wasn't for, the sake of story and plot.
Yeah,
because the dude that is like
home intruder, like there you go, huh?
Right, yeah. But that was scary, dude. I actually was like worried for Daniel after that fight.
His legs are very long.
Dude, yeah, those kicks are great. And Thomas is 60, dude. It's like the fact he can still do that at his age. It's like absolutely mad.
Oh yeah, looking at his Instagram is crazy. Just like all like the kicks things he does. Yeah.
Have you seen that video when he has the that cup on the top of that bag outside and he like kicks it first time? It's like there's like a hook kick. It's like, what the F, dude?
Yeah, I think Khalil actually showed me that one.
Very talented man.
Yeah,
it's crazy. After so being in Cobra Kai, like you guys, like, do you think you have more of an interest with martial arts because of like really delving into karate and just like kind of being in this world? Is it like giving you sort of a hobby on the side when you're not?
My friends all day. Kicking them.
Kicking them.
Just kicking them. I can kick like in face, you know. So I'll be scaring them, popping it in their face.
You don't even say hello. You just like go up to your boys and you just like literally a kick to the face. You're like, yo, what's up, bro?
He'll do that a lot on set too.
You know what I'm saying?
Except he'll like
how close I get.
And then Aedin just like comes in and sweeps him.
I'll grab his leg and then he does his knife hand trick. Like, cause like he'll put his leg up like that and I'll just like hold on to it and he does his little knife hand thing into my chest.
And I just turned into wrestling and you like tried to like RKO him.
Literally.
There you go.
Literally.
What do you think of the wrestling with like, because William has that experience, like when he saw the photo of the pregnancy scan and then like he just like absolutely demolishes the senseis and he's doing like wrestling and shit. Like, what did you think of that?
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, cool. I was thinking, I think I'd still lean more towards the martial arts, but yeah, like I always did like think wrestling was cool. Like it was big at my high school.
Like over here in the UK, we don't do any of that stuff. It's kind of annoying. Like we can't do wrestling in school. Like martial arts is really weird. Like,
oh yeah,
it's so cool you can do that in high school in the States and stuff like that. Like if you want to learn martial arts, you obviously just have to go to like a class or whatever, like outside of it. But yeah. I mean, there's so many styles, right? So like, what I like about in the show is, you know, you see all these combinations and stuff, and like you got all these different techniques, right? You know, like when Silver was teaching Kenny about the silver bullet, and we saw that in episode 8, the Sekai Tekai fights. Like, if you could choose out of one of these techniques, so the silver bullet or the pressure points that Chozen taught Daniel, which one are you going to choose?
I feel like the pressure points are more versatile, but I mean, Silver Bullet has a cool name for just like.
And the Silver Bullet,
it is pretty cold.
The Silver Bullet, it take you out. It'd be done once you take one of those.
Like in real, I think it'd be even worse if someone did that in real life. Like
you can like make somebody's heart stop probably with that thing.
Oh, dude, like that. You remember the scroll Anthony opened in season 4? It's like the dragon technique. Apparently, that's like what you were saying, Khalil. It's like a technique. If you deliver it, it could like kill someone, or it will kill the person, which is mad. It's actually quite like scary. There's like techniques like that. But no, the pressure points, we saw it. Chozen did it to Silver, and like freaking Silver was limping. Like he would have lost that fight if he hadn't pulled out that sword.
Yeah.
No, that's facts.
Yeah,
that's mad. I gotta say the party scene in episode 8 was quite funny because like after Miguel is kissing that girl, like obviously Sam sees it, and Khalil's just like, Sam, you party pooper. It's like she runs right into you, Khalil. I just thought that was funny. Was there anything like additional to the party stuff that got cut, or anything else you shot that day?
We was turned outside. We was like, it was like 100 and some extras. Some of them look good. We was turned out. We was turned out.
Yeah, that was a lot. Like to cram you guys all in as well. Like that must have been pretty sweaty. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
but
we get a lot of sleep on set too, though. So the times that they don't see us, we be on the couches. So we're in like, so I think the party scenes was at Johnny's house, right?
Yeah.
So we were in, what was that house? With super nice couch.
It was the new Johnny's house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he like changed it up for the baby.
Yeah, so that like they just had those couches like sitting around, so like we just like laid on them whenever we could because they just looked comfy. So
they were comfy.
Yeah.
There were covers around too.
Was it the ending scene when everyone's like all the ambulances and cops are at Cobra Kai? It was 4 a.m. freezing, so we just kept going in one of the police cars and cranking the heat up, and then just like reclining the seats all the way down. We just slept until they needed us. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that must have been a long shoot. So like with episode 8, we got introduced to this like global tournament, and like this is like way bigger than the All Valley. Like it makes the All Valley look like an ant now.
Yeah.
What do you guys like? How do you feel about the fact you have a global tournament now and like they're sort of working towards that now?
I'm kind of excited for it. Like, I'm wondering what they're gonna do with it. Like, are they gonna turn this into a whole season, or are they gonna like make a movie out of it, maybe, or something? I don't know. Because I don't know. Like, I think it was Billy Zabka that said that we were going to be having spinoffs. So I wonder if they're like gonna be planning like movies or shows or what. Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe
like
we get our own cartoon.
There you go.
Do we get like a side story on Mitch and Chris and like how, I don't know, like Chris gonna get revenge on Mitch?
Yeah, hopefully, or even maybe like our WWE past or something like that. I don't know.
Well, that would be great if they get like younger bird. Like if they don't even put us in it and they just have like of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be funny, dude. They just start the first episode with like you guys wrestling, and it's just like you like, I don't know who's gonna win that, but that'd be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, like with all the spin-offs and stuff, there's like so much to come because, like you said, Billy was saying about it, and I think some of the creators were saying it too. Like we don't know what else they got planned, but like, what are you hoping to see like with the show going forward? Because obviously Cobra Kai is sort of like, it's more about the Karate Kid, but now you got all these new characters like yourselves and stuff. Like, what do you think they could do with it?
I wonder if they're gonna go by dojo or by people. So like if the spin-off's gonna be like focused on these characters or if it's gonna be focused on this dojo. So
yeah, that's
and like obviously because it's all the same universe, like they would bring people like back and forth. Like it wouldn't just be like you're only allowed on this show. Like
yeah. Like if they're doing the shows and then like, they bring all the characters together in like a movie, I think that would be a really cool idea.
Yeah.
You guys heard about that recent announcement by Sony about that Karate Kid movie?
Oh no.
Like Sony announced this Karate Kid film, but like John Hurwitz was saying, like it's got none of the cast of Cobra Kai involved. I don't even think it's canon.
Oh, okay. It's just like a new.
Yeah, sort of like the Jaden Smith
That's nothing to do
film.
with us.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm kind of like, I'm not sure about the movie already, just because it's not canon. So it's like kind of.
I mean, it's probably sort of like what they're doing with like what they did with like the Joker movies. How they like came out with like all those like Joker and Batman movies at the same time. It's like, are any of these related to each other, or are they just Joker and Batman? Like,
yeah, like I mean, the 2019 Joker was great. So like, that's its own thing. Like that was great. But like with Karate Kid, like I mean, I like the Jaden Smith film, but it's kung fu. So like, I always was like, if you just called it Kung Fu Kid, maybe that would have been great. But
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I just think I just don't understand why they haven't got you guys involved. That just confused me. But like this show's been so great. Like when you first entered the show, did you guys actually think it was going to hit off as it did now? And like all this stuff that moving to Netflix, it's just like it's got crazy, right?
Yeah. Like when we when I first there were a lot of shows and stuff that were coming out that were like nostalgic and like bringing things back and stuff. So like we thought it was just gonna be another one of those where like it probably wouldn't be as good. But then like after watching even just the first season on YouTube when it first came out, because like when I auditioned for it, I watched it on YouTube, and then the next day they let me know that I got the part, and I was like, oh, awesome. But yeah, just even seeing the first season on YouTube, like it was really well done. It was awesome. Like I wanted to see more. So yeah, like I had high hopes for it, but just I knew like YouTube was a like smaller obviously YouTube's a big platform, but like streaming wise, it's like no one's gonna have YouTube streaming. Like almost everyone has Netflix. But yeah,
exactly. Or like maybe Prime or the other ones we got now. Like I think it was. I was always surprised it was on YouTube Red because I'm like, the Karate Kid's huge. Yeah, why isn't it on like Netflix? But
yeah,
I guess Netflix decided not to take the show from the start, and they realized how good it was after 2 seasons.
yeah.
But like, yeah, this show is crazy. Like how it's like taken off, and the move with Netflix, and just like where it is now, and the future of it. There's so much to come from it. So episode 10 was season 5, right? We're at like a lot of people were like worried that was sort of like an ending. But like it was so much there was so much that they're setting up still. So there's still more to come, I think. But like the dojo brawl, like how did you feel filming that in comparison to like the other fight scenes that you've done in like the finales?
You talking about the big dojo scene at the end of the
season 5?
It's like it was cool
because it's chaotic. There's so much going on. Like, did you guys actually fight in that, or was it like
they just didn't have for some reason that day they didn't have choreography for us. They just basically told us to start swinging at each other.
That's what I'm saying.
I think there were just like so many other things they had to prep and get ready that they were just like, Chris and Mitch, just throw hands at each other. I don't know. Like,
we were just brawling. Like,
yeah, they said just grab onto each other's shirts and like do a pull and tug and like, yeah,
just do some like just do what you do, like on set when you're not filming.
And since like we're so cool with each other, it was like we were literally just brawling in the background.
Dude, it would have been so funny if like in the background you just saw like Aedin just doing like silver bullet.
Yeah.
It's like a little. Yeah. It would have been so funny if we saw something like that.
I think for 1 minute we were just straight up like pinching each other's nipples. We were just like,
wait, really?
Just in the background, but like, yeah,
what? Yes, we were absolutely.
Yeah, we were just
okay. That's not what I was expecting. But...
No,
that's funny though. But
it's like we don't have choreography. Let's just goof around back here, right?
You're a stunt coordinator now.
Like they had to cut out a lot of angles because I was laughing for sure. I remember they did. They put like the camera above.
They had so many like aerial shots
that they didn't use.
Yeah,
it was like a big wide shot that they put on the corner.
They put it in like the corner of the building, so it got everyone fighting and just like
I was laughing. I know I ruined that shot because Aedin's back was turned to he was laughing for sure, but my face was right at the camera and I was laughing for sure also. So
he was smiling too much for a serious fight scene. I think is the problem because he was like.
That would have been funny if one of you got like a sweep on each other or something. Like that would have been crazy. Like I still don't know how is Chris gonna like because obviously Chris and Mitch they've gone back and forth with like all the stuff with the dojos and like with Mitch betraying Miyagi Fang. Like how do you think that's gonna affect them like after? Because like. Is this where Chris was like, "Look, I'm done now. Like, screw Mitch. I'm done. Like, get on,
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, like in that one part, I don't know if you're able to see it, but like, when the video is playing on the monitor and we're all looking up and staring at it, like, I look at him and then he looks at me and goes, like, see, like, out, like they, like, yeah. So like, I don't know, like, if in that point, and also like at the end of it, how everyone's throwing their like gis and stuff on Silver, like, did I just betray them for nothing just to hop right back into the dojo? And now is the whole thing that like happened with Jacob gonna happen where everyone's just like shitting on me because I betrayed them? Or
like Mitch pretty much got the short end of the stick there because he betrayed those friends and then all the students leave Cobra Kai. So like, what's Mitch gonna do?
Yeah,
crying now.
Yeah, like are people like did some people stay with Cobra Kai? Because it looked like Joe, the everyone like sort of just left.
Yeah, even Kyler was like, "Oh, it was too cultish." Like outside,
Yeah.
he was talking to the officer. I'm like, bruh, Kyler, this guy. I actually would love to see a scene of like all you guys at Miyagi-Do, and Kyler just rolls up like, "Yeah, I want to learn Miyagi-Do, man." Like,
can you do that voice one more time? Can you do that voice one more time?
wait, the impression.
Yes, please.
Wait, wait. You put me on the spot. That's what he sounds like. Me and my friends always do impressions of Kyler because Joe smashes it. But like, I want Miyagi-Do, bro.
Yeah.
That's how Joe talks, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No, that's not how you talk.
Can you imagine Sam? Can you imagine Sam seeing Kyler? Like,
Oh,
he
God.
tried to like sexually assault Sam, technically.
Yeah.
So can you imagine like Kyler trying to like interact with her after that?
Yeah.
Like, would she forgive him, or would they sort of just like try to forget that in the script so it wouldn't like mess with the plot at all? I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't think Kyler would ever like humble himself enough to go to Miyagi-Do. I don't know.
Do you think he's the one character that's just always going to be like an asshole, or do you think like there's a redemption for him? Because I have so many friends who are like, oh, it's time for Kyler to be redeemed. I'm like, but he's always been that dude that just wants to be an ass, you know?
It feels like it, but also because of like literally what Jacob says in the last fight scene where he goes, "Oh, it's okay. This guy's just stuck in high school." Like, I wonder if that and leaving Cobra Kai is going to be like a slight wake up call for him to try to be a better person. So, I don't know.
If there's anything, I mean, they've made characters you would never expect to see like a side to them, like Terry Silver. I don't think I was never expecting that.
Yeah.
And like, you know, Chris sort of bringing him back to all that Vietnam stuff, that was horrible. But like, yeah, I think
they're great at making you like care a lot about characters you hate.
No, facts.
right.
Like, you hate them at first, and they'll just be like, "Now feel sorry for them," and it works.
But yeah, I really want to see Kyle just rock up, and then maybe Chris and Mitch are just like, "What are you doing here? Get lost, loser," or just something.
We're the new bullies.
That'd be pretty funny. But like, honestly, what do you hope to see for the future for your characters? Because now we're kind of like at this point where like Chris is obviously with Miyagi Fang, but like Mitch sort of, are they gonna let him back in, or is it kind of like, yeah, what's gonna happen, and like what are you hoping for?
I don't know, cause like, was there like a lot of time in between the seasons, like where
Not
like
that
there was
bad,
sort of,
though.
well, like
It's
I'm
been
saying,
more-
where like there was just like empty gaps of like, oh, they just like fast forwarded like through all these months or years in between.
No.
Because like, I mean, like
it's kinda
with us,
back to back, kind of.
like with like the one All Valley, like how everyone started off as white belts and all of a sudden they're instantly black belts.
Oh,
Like,
that's something a lot of people have like are just confused at, because
No, that's because Miyagi-Do, Miyagi-Do don't believe in belts, like the belt system. So we always wear white belts when we're in Miyagi-Do. Even like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, so we always wear white belts. So but in order to compete in the tournament, you gotta be a black belt.
yeah.
right, because like it goes back to what Miyagi said, because he's like, you remember in the first Karate Kid, like I was like, oh, so when am I getting a belt? Like, you know, grading. Miyagi's like,
Yeah.
he talks about his, oh, you like my belt, like the canvas one, JC Penney, $3.98, and then yeah, like that actually clears up a lot of things, because people are like, how do they become black belt so quickly? But like, yeah, the Miyagi-Do isn't about having a belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for clearing that up though, because a lot of people didn't actually know that.
Yeah, because I was at first I was thinking like, okay, so there's like all that time in between, like they could probably even make one of the spinoffs or just like another like quick clip, like just like continuing our story and like showing more of our story of like what we were doing during that time. So it's like during that time we were getting our belts, like our interactions and our little like adventures or whatever that was going on. Or I don't know if they're just gonna start off like towards the end. I don't know.
Right, yeah, because like it's kind of it's difficult. There's so many characters now, and like I feel like if they're doing a spin-off, you know, if it's set in present day or in the past or whatever, like how are they gonna sort of separate things so there's like a group head and you got another group in like, you know, the spin-off. So like how do they go forward with that?
Yeah, like keeping the timelines like in like organized.
Yeah, because timeline's like I mean, it doesn't take place over like a year, like all 5 seasons.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
crazy.
like a year and a half thing. That's what it seemed like.
It is confusing, but like if you like look into it deeper, like you can definitely tell like where everything's happening. But I don't think there's any show I know that happens like over that short period of time. Like it's pretty crazy how much goes on like in that like year and a half or like 2 years.
Yeah.
But I do hope we do see more from you guys. I think it'll be fun to see you guys, and obviously hoping we do get a lot more from your characters because they are funny. And yeah, I want to see you guys back. So yeah, just hoping like we do get to see more of like, you know, Mitch and Chris's dynamic, and just hoping, you know, we get to see that in season 6. But like one thing I will ask you before we round up, like what's one thing you've learned so much from this whole experience with Cobra Kai?
I go. I learned that I learned a lot, honestly. You know, as I was saying, you know, I was there, like I feel like it's like the most prime years of my life, like 2017 and you know, like 25, and the fact that for most of that I've been on this show. It's that yeah, I don't know what it's just I've grown a lot in the last 4 or 5 years. That's all I've known. I know that for sure. I've grown a lot. My acting has grown a lot on the show, you know. So
yeah. I've been acting since I was 7, but I mean I did make like a lot of good friends, and like this was definitely like one of the first sets I've been on where like everyone's actually like really close and, you know, friendly, and we hang out with each other like off the set, because that's something I've even like heard about, like Jeanette McCurdy, and I don't know if she said it in an interview where like the one book, the I'm Glad My Mom Died, where like she was talking about like how she was upset that she like when they ended iCarly, like she was upset because she knew that like that was her last time gonna get to see all of her friends or whatever, and like yeah, they just like she was really close with like her co-stars and stuff, but she, you know, got distanced away from them just because like they all had their own businesses and like stuff to do and like their own shows and careers they had to focus on. So yeah, but like we've all managed to find time for each other and hang out and still keep in touch. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean this
experience.
I love the whole like the vibe you get from like you guys and the cast, and just like there's like a family thing to it, you know. So like I mean you guys like you literally are like brothers in real life, I'm guessing, because you're like so close with like being in the show for so many years now and just like kicking each other and whatever Khalil plans like next time you fight. I mean, he probably do silver bullet, so watch out, Aedin.
Yeah.
I've been working on some things I wanna try out.
Do you have any techniques? Like, right. Is there a Khalil special or something?
You say what?
Is there a Khalil special?
I showed you.
Is there a special technique you got?
I just showed you the quadruple quick special. You ain't.
Aedin, do you have a special technique?
They come in fast.
Damn. Nothing I could come up with on the moment. Maybe what's something I would do to you a lot? Would I just do the?
The man's wild.
I'd sneak up behind him on lot. Like you watch Naruto, right? The 1,000 Years of Death. Just sneak up behind him on set a lot. Just do the right up in there.
Oh my god, Jacob got Tanner so good. Oh my, he flew in the air, bro.
He lifted Tanner off the ground.
Oh my god.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Good times.
Wait, you guys have pranked each other a lot on set.
Pretty much.
I don't know if
What's the biggest prank that you've done?
I'm in a schoolroom every day bothering them kids.
Oh yeah, he's always getting kicked out. Like anytime there's a new teacher, he just takes advantage of it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, oh hi, I'm a student. And they're like Bert and Nate are like, Khalil, you're not like you're an adult. Get out of here.
I'm not an adult.
And then the teacher will be like, wait, so are you a student? Do you have any homework? And he goes, nah, I finished. I'm just gonna hang around though to get my hours in. Like, I need to bank some hours. But yeah, he likes to torture any teachers that come onto set.
Jesus,
you're just crazy. But,
as for me, I'd say the one prank I did was like it was like our first year during COVID, so everyone was still a little on edge, and I took a spray bottle from hair and makeup, and I started going up behind people and going achoo, and I'd spritz the water.
Oh no!
And you just see people
savage.
Freak out like.
yeah.
One of the ADs actually like took me to the side and like had to have a talk with me, but yeah, it was a fun day.
Dude, I'd be like, yeah, I'd literally be pissed if that happened, but like it would be. I'd just see the funny side to it.
Yeah.
Damn, you were thinking up here, like playing chess with everybody.
Yeah, it's just water. It's just I had a mask on and everything. It's just like achoo, and it's like it scares them.
Could they not see you at the water though? Like the bottom.
No, I would sneak up behind them. That's the thing. I'd wait for that. I'd have them looking that way, and like I'd just get their neck. So like I'd go behind them and go achoo. So they just hear achoo and a bunch of water on their neck. Go crazy.
But then they just see you like holding it after, like, oh, it's just a prank, like, unless you just hide it and you're like, well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sneeze on you.
Yeah. No, it's an instant shock thing. But then as soon as they see the spray bottle, they're relieved. Yeah.
I can imagine like some sets, like not Cobra Kai, other sets, they would just like they'd take it more seriously.
Like you're fired. Like,
Sorry, Khalil, you were gonna say something?
Huh? I forgot.
Oh, was it about the prank?
Oh yeah, we had a lot of free time on this last season, on the last episode. I mean, when we were like outside and stuff. So, but they had like ambulances out there, fire trucks, police cars, and I remember I dented the police car. I got in trouble for that. I dented the police car because I jumped on Aedin. Remember that? You was sleeping on the hood.
Oh yeah, I was sleeping on the hood of the car at first because I didn't know we could go inside them, and then I was like completely asleep. I was sitting on that car for like 20 minutes, just like dead asleep, and all of a sudden Khalil just grabs my leg, starts dragging me, and I go, "No, help!" And the producers walk over and they're like, "Hey, buddy," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
Did you get like a lot of warnings? Like,
oh yeah,
that season. Because you did. Oh no, but the prank that was on another season, so I guess it's a different time.
It's a lot of warnings.
We're getting into a lot of trouble.
It's a lot of times
very mischievous.
A lot of times they can't find us because we're somewhere asleep.
Oh yeah, like they'll sometimes they'll just be on set yelling, "Khalil, Aedin!" Like they give up like looking for us. So they'll just be on set screaming our names.
Oh man, that's crazy. But like, I've heard things about Jacob being like an absolute menace on set. Like he misses like cues and stuff. Like, is he the biggest menace on set, or is it you guys?
Nah, he's for sure the biggest menace.
He encourages us to be evil, because like I'll ask and be like, hey, can we go to our trailers? And he's like, don't ask, just do it. And I'm like, okay. So
He's like the Terry Silver on set, like orchestrating all this shit.
Don't let you have a scene with him, cause he gonna knock out his coverage. Then when they turn around on you, he not gonna be you. He gonna be on some BS. Making his ass. He know how to make his ass like do this, like go apart like that.
Oh nah, I would be like, if it's someone like Jacob doing that shit, I'd screw up my lines. It would be.
Like,
is he the funniest person on set?
I'm the funniest person in the world, so.
I mean, that video is going, so yeah.
I can't really be the funniest person on set if I'm the funniest person in the world.
But would you guys ever like, pursue like stand-up comedy together, like way after the show's finished?
Yeah, when we're like 40, 45.
Yeah, there you go.
He's still not married, we'll probably go on a tour.
There you go.
The
we gotta do it Dave Chappelle
Chris
style, just like sitting down smoking cigarettes while we're doing. No, okay.
Just like crazy.
Oh, you guys are hilarious. Thank you guys for coming on, man. It's been really fun. Khalil, thank you for coming on for your first time, and Aiden's always a blast having you on, man.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Thanks for having
me, sure, man. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to subscribe. We're all signing out. Hope you all have a great day. See you later.